Hello, and welcome to the newest episode of the Drive Home Podcast. I'm your host, and I want to go home. Which is a good thing, because the name of this podcast is the Drive Home Podcast. So, that is the point, and let's drive this podcast home. I've been working on my intro for a while now, and honestly, I like it, and I'm sticking with it as much as possible. Obviously, variations like today exist, but I think that throws it for a little loop and makes it fun. A little unexpected, and it changes. Anyway, I worked until 8 tonight, and then I stopped by a Walmart on my way home, and I just left. Now we're here, so I've been working till 8 recently, and I will be for the rest of this week in a sense. I have a couple days off, but not in a row, and whatever. I work a decent amount this week, which I'm happy for. Nothing really special happened today. My brother got sick, I forget if I mentioned, I'm pretty sure I must have. I've been sick for a little bit. And I guess my brother caught it this morning. And so he is supposed to work tonight, but I'm assuming he didn't. And if he's feeling better, which I don't know, he'll go back to work tomorrow, but that's neither here nor there. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just, okay, wait, actually, I need to definitely turn that down. Let's see. So, I am working on beating Princess Peach's Showtime. I'm really close. I've gone through almost everything. I just have the basement level, I think. I don't actually know if this is the end. The game's implying that it's getting close to the end. So I'm inclined to believe that it's not lying to me. And in other news, I've been playing Sonic Speed Simulator again. I've been getting back into it. Which, for those of you who don't know, Sonic Speed Simulator is an official Sonic game in Roblox. It's free to play, like anything else in Roblox, I think. And they continuously have been updating it and changing around the menus, so every time I log in it looks different and I get confused. But right now there's a golden egg event to get Metro City Silver or Metro City Espio, and I really want the silver, but he's super rare, and this morning there was only like 100 of him left, because I guess that's how the golden eggs work. And so I'm gonna play more of that tonight on the side, get all the golden eggs and stuff. I was doing events for a while because it's hard to explain, but Sonic Speed Simulator there is a world based off of Sonic, and there are story quests, and you can obtain the ability to equip Sonic characters as skins in a sense. And when you're using them, you can each skin has stats. So there are 3 important stats, and there are a lot of sub-important stats that are represented differently, I guess. So the 3 main stats are EXP, rings, and power, basically, which is just attack. Now there's also, I would call them sub-stats, I guess. I don't really... But, there are plenty of them. Off the top of my head, there is luck, which I'm not entirely sure what that does. And then there's magnet, which the magnet one is probably one of the best ones. The more magnet stat you have, the further away you can grab rings or EXP crystals or whatever. Or I guess event currency. Because everything basically floats around like Sonic rings or whatever. Let's see. So, my favorite Sonic character is Silver, honestly. I guess it was one of the Mario and Sonic at the Winter Games. I don't know what year it was, but I remember the story was kind of like King Boo was involved, I think. And there were dream sequences. Well, or not dream sequences, but dream events. Or maybe that's a common thing? I don't know. I never played too many Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. I played like 2. There was one summer game we had, one winter game we had. And they weren't mine or my brother's, it was my aunt's, and she bought them for me and my brother to play. Or she borrowed them, I guess, from somebody else. I don't actually remember the whole story, honestly. What I do remember is that I loved playing as Silver on the dream sequence of, I think it was snowboarding? The dream event for snowboarding was really fun. I don't exactly remember what exactly it pertained. I remember it kind of seemed like a red bridge, but then continuously going down, and it wasn't a bridge, and then was it on buildings? I don't know. There was snow on the ground, and it was hard to tell. And it was kind of like a upside down L, but the point goes to the left, and it's on, I guess, more like a 7 in that sense, but like only right angles. It's kind of that was the shape of the track that is the shape of the track in my memory, which I don't own the game. I haven't been able to play it for ages, so I don't know. I wasn't necessarily like a huge fan of Sonic, and I've never played the game that Silver originated from or anything like that. But my first interaction or whatever with Silver the Hedgehog was that, and I think he's been my favorite character ever since. I don't know. I liked his, I guess, ability in that, when she had like his psychic powers or whatever. I can't remember too much, but I think I started using Shadow because I actually knew who Shadow was a little bit. because really, my main experience with Sonic had been some of the more classic games. I think I had the Sonic, what was it? Sonic Sega Collection for the Nintendo DS, which was like a 4-in-1 Sonic game for the DS. I think it had Sonic and Knuckles, or it was Sonic and Knuckles 3. And then it had 3 other Sonic games. And that was like one of my first ever DS games. It was that and it was Pokemon Black. Those were my first 2 DS games. But then, like, when we got a little bit more into Sonic, there was Sonic Colors, Sonic and the Secret Rings, which we never beat because we got stuck on one of the dinosaur levels. Sonic and the Black Knight, which we did end up beating, I think. We got stuck at the final boss, I can't remember. I don't know if it's just me, but in my mind, I was thinking about Sonic and the Secret Rings or whatever, and for some reason I remember there being a party game. There was a party feature in it, and it was kind of like Monopoly, where you'd like move a certain amount of spaces, and you'd be able to interact with the space. But I can't really remember if that's true or not. I think we still own it, so I can look at that. I mean, there's so many more Wii games you need to get back. At some point, I guess some were sold off to GameStop or loaned out to friends we never saw again, or whatever. I don't know, but I do know that I want them back, or at least, to get them again. And I believe Sonic and the Black Knight is included in that. I love Night of the Wind. It's one of my favorite Sonic themes. And I mean, Sonic and the Secret of the Rings also, it was really good. Rings in Hand, awesome. I mean, obviously Sonic is one of those franchises where, like, no matter the quality of the game, the soundtrack, or at least the main theme, is always amazing. Or at least, like, the main themes of certain characters even. Like, and I mean, obviously a lot of the Sonic, tracks are, what is the word? I feel like I should know it. Iconic is the word. That is the word. The Sonic soundtracks and Sonic locations have iconic music. Well, more like Sonic games and Sonic, So it's sort of a moot point in a sense. Though honestly, besides the TV show Sonic Boom, I don't know of any music in Sonic like the video game, because that one did really poorly, or it's not remembered kindly, to put it simply, or maybe that's complicated. All I know is that people don't like that game. No, I never played it myself, so I am not one to say anything like that, but or I'm not one to just simply say it's a bad game, but if almost everyone says it is, I'm inclined to at least somewhat understand that it's probably not a good game. But, I mean, maybe they just didn't, maybe they just forgot to do a soundtrack for that one, like a Sonic soundtrack. Because, I mean, I can't think of a single song in that. I mean, I've never played it, of course, but I mean, Sonic Colors has it too, of course, right? Like, Reach for the Stars, I really like. And then the Sonic TV show is Sonic X. I don't really remember. I don't really, but I liked watching it when I could on Channel 12 when I was like, I could watch one random episode at a time if I woke up early enough on a Sunday morning, I think. Either way, it was just, I like the Sonic X theme as well, and then you know, I Am All of Me, or I Am All I Am, or whichever the name is for that one. This is a Shadow one, right? And you know, the boss themes were pretty good for Sonic Frontiers. I wish I could get the true ending. I wish. I'm stuck at like I'm stuck at the boss rush. I'm just like not good enough, I guess. I don't know. Not gonna do it fast enough. I think I've gotten to like, I don't understand how people, because it limits your stats. So how does you can't regain them. So how do you beat the boss? Each time, I guess. Like, whoa. And there's no way to gain rings either. It's just a crazy boss rush. I mean, it's not. I mean, that's like, I think the ending to get the secret ending. But like, I don't know how one would do that, because you deal such little damage, and you have to be able to block them every time, or perfect parry. I mean, if you don't perfect parry, it's not working. You have to try again. You have to perfect parry a certain number of times too, which is great. I think I end up losing time while I'm on the pink trail in the desert biome. Something like that, I'm sure. That's what's in my mind. So maybe we have to pass the first boss fine. And I can't remember which one's the second boss. But if it's the desert area, that one might stump me a little. Anyway, I got home and I want to go inside so I can beat Princess Peach's Showtime. And eat dinner and all that, whatever. So, thank you for listening to this episode of the Drive Home Podcast. I know I was, I don't know, just a bit out of it, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this episode, please feel free to leave a like. And if you didn't, you don't have to. And as always, have a great next 24 hours, everybody. And as always, I'll see you next time I drive this podcast home. See ya.